Hey everyone, NWA Prepper here. So, I have been had. It happens. So I'm going to tell you a little story, and then afterwards I'm going to share with you my opinion about it. So I'm in town. It is it's Sunday morning, or earlier Sunday morning, and I take off and I go to pick up some items for a class I've got coming up. Notebook. I'm in an office supply parking lot. I just came out and I get in the truck and I am looking at the pens and the paper, and this lady and a teenage girl pull up in an older, a well-used car. And they pull up, and I'm parked like this, and they pull in kind of nosed into me, where they can pull right up to the window. And I roll down the window, and she's like, "Hey, we're out of gas. We're trying to get to Alma. Could you help us?" I don't normally have any cash on me, but I did, which is cash that I know that I'm going to need to get me through to the next payday. Didn't think anything about it. I was like, I have something. This person is in need enough to ask. So I gave them the cash that I had, which is, it wasn't $100 or anything, but a $20 bill is a lot of money. It's 2 hours of work. So I give them this money, and I don't think anything about it. And then I'm like, okay, and I put my stuff down, and I pull out, and I head to where I'm going, and I notice that the vehicle in front of me is the same vehicle that I had just given some cash for gas to get to Alma. We're driving the opposite direction of Alma, and we've already passed 2 gas stations, and we're passing the 3rd. So I get caught in a light. They go through the light, and I see them pull into a restaurant up ahead of me, and they approach another vehicle virtually the same angle, the same way they did me. And I see somebody hand this lady money, and I'm sitting at a light, and I back out, or they back out, and they pull back onto the street. I'm like, that's odd. So the light changes. It was a pretty long light, and I head on my direction to get to where I'm at now. And I go up. I get, at the next light, and I go up, and I see them do that 2 more times. They're like the spacing in front of me for a couple of lights. We are driving the opposite direction of where they're going, and we have passed 10 gas stations. 2 of them are nice, they're the less expensive gas. And so we go, and I see them pull over for the 3rd time after me. And I pull up, and I just can't stand it. I pull in the drive, and I pull up beside them, let them finish their transaction. And I said, "Hey, in case you're lost, Alma's the other way." And I point where we came from, and I said, "And you passed a lot of gas stations along the way. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope it's worth it." Well, then the people on the other side of the car looked at me like, what the heck did I just fall for? And so we all got had. And there's probably another 20 people that she's going to pull up to and do that. And they're going to give her money all day long. Who knows? All day, every day. So I'm angry because I thought I was sacrificing to help someone, right? I gave them $20 that I know in 3 days I'm going to be freaking out that I don't have. When my wife sees this, she's going to go, what were you thinking? So I'm flooded with negativity, and sorrow for those other people. But I want you to know I'm also sorry for that lady and that young and the teenage girl in there. I'm sorry that that's how they think they have to get their money. And whatever position they're in, I pray for them, and I have stopped and I've prayed that people will continue to help them and maybe get them out of whatever position they're in. And or the people that help them never follow them enough to see them do it again and again and again, so that they can still just quietly help somebody and go about the day. And whether or not I do that on a regular basis is irrelevant. It's a blessing to help other people. It's a blessing to receive help. And I hope that lady is blessed, and I hope that the people that help her are blessed as well. I hope that they get in a better situation where they can, and they may not be embarrassed by it, but for me to do that would be embarrassing. And so I hope whatever position they're in, they get better. And so I need you to help me pray for not only my attitude to be better, but for that lady and what appeared to be her daughter, that they get blessed and they get a way to be taken care of without having to go to strangers who may wish them ill. I know this had very little to do with prepping, but I'm still sharing it. Thanks for being here. Let's get ready.